Welcome back to SimAirport. I'm Tenacious Viking, your airport manager host. Today I have great news. On May 20th, SimAirport finally updated the default game. They've had these things on the experimental patch for weeks, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for them to get them to the default game, and they finally did. So here's the opening splash page now. It has a direct link to help and key commands, to SimAirport itself, to reporting a bug, and to the Steam Workshop, because Steam Workshop is now supporting SimAirport. I assume that's for future DLCs and mods and so on. So we'll close that and we will open our current airport. Welcome to the Patchwork Airport, is what it looks like. Well, we're gonna zoom in here, and you'll notice that we have some exclamation marks there, and we have one there too, which is pretty easy to take care of. That for some reason we have one square here, one desk that isn't in the security zone, and we need to do that. It didn't tell me that before, but now it did. Now I haven't tried this yet, but supposedly the Z key will now turn off all of the zones. Yes, it does. You can just see how beautiful the airport looks, and I can tell what kind of tile I have or don't have in various places. But the big problem here we seem to have a problem in the restrooms. Let's see what this is. It's not going to tell me, is it? Come on. Requires functioning male or female restroom zone. We have male and female restrooms now, separate restrooms. The easiest thing to do is to make this the female restroom. And we're going to go right in and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Build a foundation here for a male restroom because we have urinals. And that's why men always get done in the restroom before women. Okay, just leave it at that. Supposedly the security gates work better. I have seen that. I've played a little bit in another game and to check out all these changes. And I'm a little nervous about some of them, and the game will crash once in a while also. It has already. This is a second start. But let me run down the list. Passenger AI improvements. Passengers are now constantly assessing their environment even when already engaged with the behavior. You'll see better queue distribution, new line hopping, fewer packs missing flights, and other improvements. Numerous tuning adjustments made as well. Steam Workshop support, initial support implemented. Share your maps with the community on Steam Workshop. That's cool. Look for airport sharing in the game's main menu and the Workshop tab on Steam. So it'll be easier to share your airports now. I might do that with one of mine. Added small retail bar, complete with 2 bartenders, will be further improved in the future. I tried that in another game. I actually made a little money at it. I'm not quite sure exactly how to use that. Added windows, currently function like walls with different sprites. We're going to put some windows in. I always thought, why aren't there windows so you can see your airplane? You know, that's part of it's one of the few fun things about flying. Full security wings support. Fully implemented, works for life cycle and other needs. I have no idea what that means. Added profit and loss report. That's quite handy. Accessible only when the CFO is hired with Office Hotkey P. Added A320 aircraft model. Added to several airlines. Added a storage zone. Workmen will move leftover piles to it. Added area sell tool. Allows you to mass sell supply boxes that are eligible for sale. Added male and female restroom zones. We talked about that. Added urinal object. Added bank loans to research. Increases the max loan amount. That'd be good for those who love to build a huge airport and then hit go. Added lower interest rate research, which reduces the loan interest rate. I'm eager for that. Added highlight passengers button to aircraft. Now let's see that. You click on an aircraft, and it's not working. Either that or I have nobody When you click on an aircraft, you're supposed to see green passengers and red passengers. The red passengers are leaving. The green ones are supposed to be going to the plane. Okay, oh, they're both taking off. That's probably why that's not working right now. We're getting some very slow action here. There's the bar. I'm not sure where to put that yet, but we're a little ways off from doing that. I thought putting the bar in a corner of the cafe would be effective, or even partitioning it off and just putting tables and chairs. I'm not sure that's the case. Might not be a good idea. Yeah, the guys are not happy because there's no men's restroom yet. And I don't blame them. I'm not sure what to do with this, man. I'm thinking make this the men's restroom. Well, unfortunately, the game crashed at that point, and that's the second time it's happened. I'm not optimistic that it's going to come back. I'll work on it, see if I can get it to work past this bug at least, and reflect that in the next episode. Or if I can't get past that bug, we will have to start a new map. It'll be an extra large map next time. Bigger than before. I've got the planning all done, all ready to go. I was just waiting for it for Season 3. So this may be the end of Season 2 if I can't get this game to work. In any case, the next episode, you'll either see Season 2 or you'll see Season 3, and you'll know what happened and what to expect. Sorry about the short episode. There's just not much I can do when you're on a deadline to get an episode done and the game freezes twice. I'm a little irritated with SimAirport for the first time since I got the game. I've been loving the game. I enjoy playing it. I don't mind waiting for bugs to be fixed and so on. But here's the thing. They've had this stuff in experimental for a month. And the bugs should have been out before they put it in the default game. But they've got something wrong. Unless they can fix that in a day or two, I'm going to have to start a new game and see if I can get that to work. Otherwise, we may have to put SimAirport on hiatus. In any case, thank you so much for watching. Sorry about the problems. At least I did get the list of changes to you. I should go through some other gameplay changes, updates, and improvements too, since I have time for this. The in-game clock speed has been reduced 25%, while the simulation speed is the same, making the timescale more realistic. We were talking about how it would take a passenger all the time he had to get on a plane to walk across the airport to try to get there, and then he'd just miss it. Bag, body, and metal scanners now all require staff to work. It takes a lot more security staff, so I'll be adjusting my, probably cutting back on the number of ID desks. Enabled hourly infrastructure costs. Workmen will now handle the indoor luggage golf cart duties. I like that. You had to hire extra staff all the time to do that until you got your conveyors built. Numerous passenger AI tweaks and object effect tweaks. Passengers also tuned to make them more likely to try catching their flight or running behind. Numerous small tweaks to timings and object effects. Cash registers and miscellaneous other bulky objects will now count towards enclosed space zone validations, whatever that means. Okay. More restrictive aircraft gate and runway dismantle validations. Prohibit passengers from using objects in office zones. Some people were hanging out in the offices and stealing stuff. Storage shelf can now be placed indoors. Haven't seen that working yet, but I do like the storage area zone. Fixed a bug that caused airlines to offer too many larger versus smaller aircraft contracts. Revised vehicle parking spots. Better pull far ahead and close enough targets. Haven't seen evidence of that yet either. Passengers will avoid cutting through kitchen zones if alternative routes exist. Passengers will now wait nearby for toilets if in use. Helps prevent oscillation against the second highest need. ATM and electronic vending machines now working and usable. Road placement will now show the correct cost when available inventory exists. Okay, I didn't know it was not doing that. Zones can now be edited under pending construction in limited circumstances. That is not walls. Ticketing objects now require non-secure area to function. Ticketing objects. Oh, now require non-secure area to function. Okay. Adds a new text indicator where vehicles spawn to show the hidden queue size when roads are backlogged. I'm not sure what that means either. So those are the changes that are coming. Now if they can just get the game to actually work for longer than 10 minutes, that would be sweet. Thank you so much for your patience. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Welcome new subscribers. And you can look forward to plenty more SimAirport. I'm gonna stick with this. I'm determined. I like the game. Many of you do too. I want to see it succeed. And I'm also looking forward to Airport CEO. Thanks again for watching. Join me next time when Tenacious Viking plays SimAirport.